Have you seen this art style before? Do you want to draw like this but don't know how to? Well, I got you twin. Here's a tutorial on how I draw and paint in my art style. Start by sketching the body, of course. You can use basic shapes like squares, circles, cylinders, etc. For example, the toon's torso is like a potato. With the body finished, start adding the rest of the things, like the fur or clothes. It was my first time drawing, so it is a mess. With the sketch finished, start with the base liner. It doesn't have to be perfect, since it will be covered later on. Just make sure it's thin and clean. This is what it should look like. Now we can start coloring. People asked for one, but I don't have a color palette. I just color pick from the reference and modify the colors to my liking. I usually make them more saturated and bright, but not too much. I also make sure they look good with each other. I always avoid using pure white or black. Instead, I use a really light yellow or a dark purple blue, but you can also use similar colors. With the flat colors we can go straight to the rendering, where I add the shadows, lights, and, most important, the colored liner. But first let me show you the trick I use to choose the colors. If you pick the color wheel and turn it into grayscale, you will notice the darker color is purple, blue, and the lightest is yellow. So if you want to make a color darker, you'll have to move it to this side of the wheel and do the opposite for light colors. Here is an example of this. I made the liner of the green ball a dark bluish green. Same for the shadow, but less darker compared to the liner, and a yellowish green for the light. This is how I apply this, but also remember that you can experiment with the colors and find cool results. Now you have to do this process with the whole drawing. It's kinda tedious, but it helps you fix mistakes and choose colors easily. Final result. This ended up being really long, but I might miss something. So if there's something you don't understand, feel free to ask me. Bye.